Hi there, I'm Carolyn Dickerson from Look Great, Lose Weight, SaveMoney.com. Today we're going to be doing a root collar, or as it's referred to, a root touch-up. Now there are some basic things that you'll need before you do a collar. You'll need some plastic gloves to protect your hands, and some clips to hold your hair back so that because you color in sections, and some color. This is some L'Oreal color, which is what I recommend, and the cream developer, which is a 20 volume, mixing bottle and an application bottle, and a rat tooth comb. Before you start any color, you need to make sure that your hair is free of all knots and give it a good thorough brushing. Brush it all the way through. You don't have to apply color to clean hair. It actually doesn't matter. And it's actually been said that it's just as well to add color to dirty hair as it is clean hair, because color is a chemical, and once the chemical gets activated, it doesn't care whether your hair is dirty or clean. The first thing that we want to do is to divide our hair into sections, and I just like to take the rat tooth comb. I've made a center part, which you can see here, and this is a vertical part. I'm making a horizontal part in the back of my hair, and just dividing the hair into two sections like that. And they don't have to be perfect or anything. And then you're going to make another vertical part that comes down behind your ear, that is vertical to the horizontal part in the middle. And we're just going to work with our front sections first. So I'm just going to take the back sections and clip those off and get those out of the way so they don't get in our way. And then you're going to repeat that on the other side. And they don't have to be perfect parts at all. You just want to section it off, get it out of the way, and go with it. Especially once you mix the color and activate the color, you're going to want to color your hair, so be ready to use it right away. And we're going to mix the color next. This is a 2.4 ounce bottle of hair color. Now I know from doing hair a long time that I only need half this bottle. This bottle's instructions are to mix with 2.4 ounces of developer, but I don't need to do a whole head color, so I'm going to just be using half of the bottle and mixing that with, it's 1 part a color to 1 part developer. Now some colors are mixed 2 to 1, some are mixed 1 to 2, and if you want to know what those numbers mean and how to mix them, you can also find that information out in my ebook that's listed on my website. Now I like to use the simple bottle, and it's got all the measurements on the side that you can see and use, and I'm just going to be using 1.2 ounces of color, because 1.2 is half of 2.4, and I'm mixing to 1.2 parts of color, and that'll give me another root color, enough for a root color the next time I color my hair. And you want to close the lid on the color bottle very tightly if you're saving it for use for another time. As long as you don't let oxygen into the bottle, the color will last. If you don't close it tightly, and the color will get black because it'll oxidize. So if you ever pour out a color and it's not a black color and it looks black, it's no good. The developer I'm just using a 20 volume. There are 20, 30, and 40 volume developers, and all of that is explained in my ebook also, when you use which one, and then you want to shake the cream developer up. Very good, and I'm just going to add enough developer to make 2.4 ounces. And that's it. And before you shake the color in the developer to activate it, you want to be sure to cover the end so that you don't sling color all over the room. And once you mix color, it stays mixed, so you don't have to shake it again, but you really want to mix it real good when you first put the two ingredients together. Okay, I'm ready to rock and roll now and get my roots colored, and I'll see you back here in a second. The first thing we want to do when we're coloring our roots is to go along and get the front, because most people, that's of course what they see when they see you, and we're just going to apply some color here along the front. Make sure that gets covered up well. And just apply the color. You don't want to push it into your scalp. You're just pushing it into the hair, and the color will expand as you go, so you don't have to worry about pushing it into your scalp too much. And just want to get these sideburn areas real well, and any areas that you see a lot of gray, which are usually the sideburn areas, they get gray quickly. And you're just rubbing it into the hair shaft. And then we're going to outline the center part and really cover that well. Even you're going to part in the middle, even if you don't use the center part. I usually part my hair to the side, but when you're doing your color, go ahead and make that center part. And then we're just going to take the hair that we've got from the part that we made, and we're going to start and just make 1/4 to 1/2 inch vertical partings. Then apply the color. Make sure that it's pushed in. If you push down on the side the other side that you flipped over from, and it doesn't feel wet, then you need to put a little bit more color along that part on both sides. And you can use your rat tail comb when you do this, but I prefer to just make the parts with the bottle. It's just as easy. You just want to move quickly, and you'll develop a rhythm as you go, and you'll get better as you go. And if you ever get confused about what colors to choose and what colors you can pick and use in your hair that will look good, of course you can get all that information from my ebook on my website. It's written in layman's terms, so it's easy to understand, and from some of the feedback I've gotten about the book, which I just revised, by the way, everyone says so far that they think that it's very easy to apply my instructions in the book. And I give you a lot of bonuses in the book too. You can find out about those on my website. Okay, well, I'm going to finish up this side, and I'll meet you back here in just a minute when I'm through.